Good morning. Oh, Morty. You moved, buddy. Hi, buddy. Okay. Wait, am I on the right account? Yes. I am consistently terrified that I'm gonna overwrite our actual save that we beat the game on the very first time. Because I don't want all that progress to be gone. Okay. Let's go. I don't know if timing's supposed to start there, but I always start it there anyway, so it doesn't matter. One of these days, will I learn the right way to get up to the observatory? No. Nope, I'm just gonna walk there every time. And sometimes I'll get turned around and walk in a circle, apparently. It's really obvious. There's like a sign and everything that points you to the observatory. I don't know why sometimes I walk in a circle. It says observatory, and I just passed another one. Don't know why I'm such a goof about it. Still forgot to take the Gabbro split out as well, alongside launch codes. If I actually did any of the things that I say I was gonna do, this stream would be unrecognizable. I am nothing if not frustratingly consistent in my stubbornness. Hey buddy, thanks. Yeah, this is just such an awful place to have that split because I'm walking in a circle down the stairs. Hey Shavio, nice to see ya. How you doing? Is that the Pokemon theme song? Gotta kill 'em all. I mean, we did pretty well last week. There was a lot of things we could have improved on. So, I mean, it's here. If we want to take a 53 or even a 54, it's here. I don't know how to possibly make it any faster than that without extensive practice, but that's okay. I wonder if there's some ways to make yourself die faster? Because, like, I'm trying to remember some of the games where it's like that. Pretty sure it's like that in Inside, where I also did all deaths. That if you just, like, stand there, the death animation will be slower, but if you mash buttons, it'll go a little faster. Okay, no suit. It's terrifying that I have no suit. I don't like that. All we need to do is not hit Gabbro's Island and then not drown. Actually, that's a lot. For little noob me, that's a lot. Okay, okay, we're fine on the not crashing and dying on an island part. Alright, and now I'm just gonna fall. Ouch! Well. Okay. Okay, we're 4 minutes in. We'll start over. That was the impact death, in case you were wondering if that was on purpose. I'm not usually one to reset, so we're probably not going to reset again, even if things go poorly. Okay. Let's try that again. Landing on Gabbro's Island is hard, okay? There's not much space. There's a bunch of trees. I can't land on the trees because, as you saw, then the drop is too far without my spacesuit. And I can't land next to him because then my ship's in the water and I can't breathe. So, it's really hard, okay? I dislike going to Gabbro the first time more than I dislike finding the stranger, which I feel is saying something. I had that singing audition. I do remember that. It's a go! Hey, congratulations! Thing with a pop rock, hard rock cover band. Wow. Is this like a full-on job? Or is it just like a hanging out with some cool folks? Not like that's any less impressive, but... Also, how did your trip for your loom? It was a loom, right? A weaving loom? Go? Okay, I'm gonna split that real quick before I start going down the twisty thing. I swear to God someday I'll take that out of my splits, because it's a stupid split. The 8,000 football field trip? Yeah, good. I'm glad it went well. Because that is a long trip. Yeah. So I feel... Oh, I'm really rolling. I feel like I jumped further than I needed to, and that might have accounted for the, like, 2 seconds or something. I don't know. I don't know. I am but a noob. Oh, cool. Whoops. Not a job, but potentially we'll get to serious gigs. Yeah, that makes sense. Gotta start somewhere, right? But it should be fun, right? Eventually, can you be like a singer, drummer, like double feature? You know what I mean? What I mean? I imagine it's pretty hard to actually... You probably can't do that, right? Like, at the same time, you probably... Well, maybe you can. Can you be a vocalist and a drummer at the same time? Or if you have a microphone to sing, is it just automatically not viable because you're also on the drums? I don't know how that works. Yeah, like, I thought I've seen that happen before. Whoa, okay, okay. My life flashed before my eyes for a second. Alright, Gabbro. Gabbro. Here, man. Surely, I'm... Ouch. Not gonna drown. That is really far down still. Thanks, Gabbro. You really have to land really specifically in order to not just die as soon as you come out. Oh, whoops. See, again, I want to take the Gabbro split out because I don't ever split it, so... Yeah, I can't imagine what being in a band is like. The only stuff I ever did were those solo performances with piano. Wait. Yep, no, I got confused for a second. Hey, left hands, nice to see ya. How you been? Okay, now I can wear my suit so that I don't die. Which I know is antithetical to everything we're trying to accomplish. Been well. How's it looping? Well, you know, this is definitely the first attempt of the day. For sure. So we got that going for us. Oh no! It's fine, it's fine. Oh, I'm stuck in a tree or something. Help! Okay. Yeah, uh-huh, Great, sure. I can swim. Look at that. It's basically as if absolutely nothing happened, right? That was normal. Hey Shade, nice to see you. May your outers be wild and your inners be entirely sensible. Thanks for hanging out for a second, Shade. Have a good day. Yeah, I should have changed the stream to just chatting for the first 10 minutes because we definitely weren't doing anything else for that time. And then change it back to Outer Wilds. Uh-oh, oh no, okay. I've got this, right? I've got this. Maybe, probably. For sure, okay. I believe in the me that believes in the One Piece. Haha, oh god. Okay, that shouldn't have worked. That was just a garbage setup. But okay, you know. I'm here now. Still hit the wrong button every time to turn that on. Give me. Oh, I failed. Let me up! I'm wasting time for no reason. Okay, well, we're here. We're here and now. I never have to find it again. We're not resetting. I mean, at all today, really, but, you know, especially, like, right now. After this. Because I am not finding the stranger again. Okay, so I have to do this. I think. Yes. I always get confused about how to do this. Because in one of these, you have to do this, and in the other one, you have to... I guess it doesn't really matter in the other one, does it? Huh. I'm kind of thinking out loud. Because there's 2 ways to die here, right? But with this version, you can't just go to sleep. With the other version, you can. But I think you can also do it the way that I just did it. Because the principle should be the same. Thank you, Slate. The principle of why that works, which I won't discuss because, you know, spoilies, should indicate that it would work either way if you did it the other way. Does that make sense? Yeah, forgive my suit. Alright, here we go. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Anyway, catching up with chat. I've played complicated guitar parts while singing before. I don't know. I guess not like I sing. I would rather chop my hand off than sing in front of other people. And mostly in front of myself also, but especially in front of other people. So so I'm not like, it's not like I have extensive experience in singing and doing something else at the same time. But given that I'm the kind of person who has a hard time doing things, like I said before, like rubbing my stomach and scratching my head or whatever at the same time, I imagine that would be very difficult for me. I have a hard time having a conversation and playing piano at the same time, even if I know the song really well. So I imagine it would be pretty similar. I wouldn't be very good at it. But then again, you know, if it's like part of the song, it's just kind of a... that makes a little bit more sense than having to come up with new thoughts. Like you were having a conversation, right? Okay, pretty sure for this one, we can just do this. Cool. Alright. You know, you can just actually refuse to sing in front of other people. Yeah. It was so stressful growing up. Because we had to do those stupid, like, school plays and stuff. And I don't know. I was kind of... I don't know if I would call myself a nervous child. But I learned fairly quickly how to, like, get over myself for, like, presentations and stuff. But I just, nope. I would not sing. Ever. Where am I going? Dorngus Borngus? I never know where you are. You're over here, kinda. Yeah. So yeah, we had these, like, stupid school plays and stuff. And every single time, the way ours was set up was like, because remember, the school that I went to had a oh no, stop, Slate, your goddamn autopilot, stop, no. Okay. Anyway. Nice slingshot, thank you. It went way up into the air. This is a lot longer than it should have been. But so our school, right, K to 12 was like, I think 230 people. So it was completely normal that... I'm gonna take note real quick. Okay, little hook man, okay. Because this is like, this is the entrance I think that I want to go in later, so I want to be able to find it. Oosh! I nearly crashed. Oh, this actually is not the correct entrance. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we would do these school plays, right? And so basically on like bleachers or something, each row would be a whole grade because we didn't have that many people. So, you know, first grade in the first row, second grade in the second row. And we would all just be singing together these stupid school play songs. From the time I was in kindergarten to the time that we no longer had to do those, which was 9th grade, I just wouldn't sing. I would pretend to sing so that nobody got angry at me, but never once did I actually make a noise. And then Mom got so frustrated because she knew that I wasn't singing, but nobody at school did. Oh god. I forgot that I was only waiting for a minute 30. So she eventually got frustrated enough that I wouldn't sing, that she... And this is so funny because it was a Christian school, and that yet the first thing that they decided to do was lie to me. Which is just really comical to me. Oh yeah, this is not the way I wanted this to go. Whoops, okay. We're gonna go around the side of Brittle Hollow here to hit Hollow's lantern. Whee! So they lied to me. My mom and my music teacher like got together and lied to me that, I think I've told this story before, that choir was mandatory in 7th grade. Or 8th grade, I don't remember. And so I joined choir because I thought that I had to in order to graduate. And I was just so distraught and miserable, you know, before I even went in. And then I tried to do the thing where I just pretend sang, but there were like 6 people in choir, so kind of couldn't do that. And so I just refused to sing. And within the week, my music teacher, who I was like best friends with, by the way, because she was also my piano teacher, and I did that for 15 years. Within the week, she was in tears because I wouldn't sing. And I'm like, okay, so you think maybe this just isn't my thing? You know? I never remember where the sun is. Oh, good, it's behind me. Great. So I thought that it was really funny that they both conspired to lie to me to get me to do something that both of them, having known me, should have known would make me just about as miserable as possible. Kids having opinions and preferences? Preposterous. Impossible. Oh, singing is mandatory, the Bible says so. We had to sing so... It wasn't even just in the school plays. Like, we had to sing so many of those stupid, I don't even know if you would call them Christian songs or whatever, in class, right? Because we had a Bible class. Do you ever hear that song about Father Abraham? Father Abraham has many sons. Many sons has Father Abraham. And then you like... Oh, I waited too long. You like swing your arms gradually. Like you start with one arm, then you go to the second arm, and then by the end you're doing like a full in-place march. Yep, that's exactly right. Father Abe had many sons, E-I-E-I-O. Yep, that's exactly the way it works. I'm gonna be chasing Ember Twin. Fine. I waited too long. Okay, okay, Ash Twin, I'm gonna ask you to stop, please. Oh no. Stop, 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 halt. Okay. Alright. Ouch. Okay, good, cool. Yep, sure. Wonderful. Hi, Chert. Hey, man. So that was just miserable. It was the entire... It was just miserable. I hated it. But again, I usually just pretended to sing in those too. Over here? Yep. Ow. That's fine. Okay, we saved some time on that despite making a little mistake because last time I did horrible, so yay. But the thing, Cheville, I know the crunchy sound is just like, ugh. The thing about like singing and going like, you know, musical interpretation and what's the term I'm thinking of? Oh no. where you speed up or slow down and then you recover it later. And so everything ends up staying correct. Stolen time. Can't remember. It's just not in my brain right now. Things like that are cool and make sense to me. But the problem... No, not syncopation. It's, Okay, let me get my phone real quick. Tempo rubato. Jeez. Oh, I'm waiting. All that kind of stuff is really cool. And it makes sense. But the problem with me is that I can't just sing. You can't just show me a music note and be like, okay, middle C, sing. And, you know, I'm not very good at reading sheet music, so that doesn't help either. I can't find a note unless you sing it for me. And then I can, like, match you, kind of, mostly. Tomari Gato Tempo Rubato. So yeah, like, I need somebody playing exactly what I'm singing. Like, note for note, in order for me to be able to match it, in order for me to be able to sing. And then even then, all I'm doing is, like, basically matching the note. I'm not, like, really hitting it, you know? So, I'm not a very good singer, and that's okay. But I don't understand how people harmonize. I don't... Because if you just listen to the harmony of a song, a lot of times, it kind of stands on its own, but it makes a little bit less sense than the melody, right? Even if they're just kind of doing the same thing, but in a different note. So I don't understand how people can hear the melody and then just pick a note that's not even close of their own volition, and it's, like, correct. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. Because I spend a lot of time when I listen to music listening to the harmony and thinking, like, boy, this doesn't make sense. If you just took the harmony away from the melody, this really doesn't make sense, you know? So I don't know. The people who can sing are very impressive to me. Osvaldo is a really good singer. I love to listen to him sing. He used to do, like, choir competitions and stuff. And I know that Ryan, at the very least, who is sometimes in chat, Octini, I think has a degree in opera or something. And Ray is a piano teacher, again, at the very least, so I'm pretty sure can also sing well. I know a lot of people who can sing very well and have done it at least semi-professionally. Speaking of the Wicked discussions, I started watching Wicked yesterday. I had it on in the background while I was cutting some video. And can I complain for a second? Yeah, no, he's a really good singer. It's wonderful. I love going to karaoke with him, even though it's loud and very uncomfortable, because he's just such a good singer. And he has so much fun with it, which, you know, that's always, like, the most fun. When you are with somebody and they're having fun, it just, like, rubs off on you, right? But yeah, so I was watching Wicked, and I have a peeve, okay? Dragon Sage, nice to see you. How you doing? Thanks for the lizard treats. I have exactly an idea of what treat I would like to give, which I will remember, I promise, to share in Discord. I have a peeve, and I'm noticing it happening more and more. I might have talked about it before. Can you just hit the note? You know what I mean? We're at this weird phase. Like, think of somebody singing the national anthem. In my case, the national anthem of America, but I bet that your national anthem in your country gets the same treatment wherever you're from. Left hands, I'm pretty sure that it is, for this, the purposes of what I just did, it is actually, it's not the reset. Because it doesn't get far enough. And it makes, like, the, like, burning sound. So. But yeah, you listen to your national anthem or whatever. Anybody who's singing any national anthem, I think. They're gonna, you just want them to hit a note. And instead, they hit the note for a second, and then they're up and they're down and they're all around it, trying to do some kind of fancy vocal work. And it's like, shut up. Shush. Hit the goddamn note. You know what I'm talking about? Sorry, Cheviel. Enjoy wherever it is you're going. Drum lessons, perhaps? But no, that irritates me. And it's happening so often in Wicked. It's like, I know this music. I'm from the original, like, show. I know all of this music. It doesn't have to be the same. I don't want it to necessarily be the same. But I want you to stop flopping around like a fish with your voice and just hit the note. You feel? Bye, Cheviel. I would assume that most other countries do not hear the national anthem as much as America does. Like, you probably hear it for, like, maybe, like, a holiday or two, and then, like, the Olympics. Right? But, oh, it irritates me. Like, I don't think you're cool for doing that. I think that you're obnoxious. Like, if you have good vocal range, pick something harder. And show off during that. You know? Don't take something that's simpler for you and then make it difficult. Then it just sounds bad. So that's my peeve. One of my pet peeves. No, you. But I guess I'm gonna keep watching Wicked. Yes, it is. It's just letting... No, don't autopilot me. It's letting the ATP go. Which is funny, because that's kind of what we're doing next time also. Just in a slightly different way. Like, I don't need to be this far away. But it takes a little bit longer than you think. Which is kind of funny, because if you think about it in the context of the game, I'm actually now kind of realizing... Huh. No, okay, I think I get it. Spoilers, I guess, for the next 30 seconds that I think out loud. Yeah, what just happened there is because the place received sufficient power, right? Whoops, I didn't split. But it's also one of the closest places to the power source. So why, if you're like out on, you know, Brittle Hollow or something, why does it seem like it can reach you instead of you just, you know, getting sucked back like that instantly? And I think the answer is because it's okay for the ATP to have been overtaken a little bit, because it's still like, it's still working itself up, right? It's not like as soon as it touches it, everything is over, which I'm assuming is what allows that to expand further toward the other planets. I tried to make that just as unintelligible as possible. I already don't even remember what I said, so if you heard that, you're probably fine. I don't even know what I was talking about, so. Yeah, I think that the principle of what I said makes sense. I think. Because for this one that I'm about to do, I'm going to be inside, right? So I can't just observe what's happening on the outside to see if that's true. But I would have to assume, because that thing expands for like a long time. So whenever we get to this point, I can never believe that we're on the final 2 splits, because we're at 31 minutes. It's like 20 minutes plus from the end, and we only have 2 splits left. Now's the time when I crash and burn, though. Because we gotta make it to Ash Twin in a timely manner. And then, like, land well enough. No, don't roast a marshmallow. I want to doze off for like 5 more seconds. I made a mistake. Okay, thank you. Not the marshmallow! I love marshmallows, but not today. Not right now. Did you ever have those... Oh god, where's the sun? It's above me, right? Yeah. Hi, Ash buddy. Did you ever have those marshmallows that aren't just like the big fluffy white ones? They're like flavored. Ember Twin, can you not? Okay, stop. What? What is... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The sun! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, okay, we're fine. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm lost. I'm extremely lost. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, you're here. Uh-huh. Yep, cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, I'm getting my bearings again. Okay, we made it. I'm gonna go ahead and say that cycle is all kinds of messed up, but we're here. I don't know how I didn't end up in the sun. But, you know, I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, there was this one kind... Nice save, though. Thank you. There was this one kind of marshmallow, I don't know the brand or anything, that I used to get as a child that I preferred to the big marshmallows. They were teeny tiny, probably smaller than the size of, like, just a regular dice. And they would come in a variety pack, so there was, like, regular ones, orange-flavored ones, and lime-flavored ones. And those slapped. And I don't know what they were or how to find them anymore. I don't think they exist. Yeah, the small kind that you put in chocolate. But they weren't that firm. They were very, very squishy. Because I feel like the ones you usually put in chocolate are kind of firmish. but they were wonderful. Farewell, ship. It's okay, because I'm not coming back. I'm lost. Okay. Me. Oh no. Oh no. Yep, no, I'm good. I'm good. I feel like this stream just ideally captures what it's like to be a Hearthian. Just, you don't know what's happening. It just, it's good enough. You know, there's some panic, there's some uncertainty. Mostly there's panic. Okay, we're here. Not quite as fast as I might have hoped, because clearly something about not getting onto Ash Twin right away, / me resting incorrectly, meant that I was 1 cycle later, but whatever. Yeah, we discovered space travel 5 weeks ago. Saved the world with expert knowledge now. Yep. Like, this... me doing runs of this game has the Timber Hearth, we have held our rocket together with duct tape kind of vibe. Oh, the reason that the cycle wasn't right was because I was supposed to land on Ember Twin and then sleep with Chert. That was incorrect. Rest at Chert's fire. Could have said that better. I was gonna say Chert's my favorite, but I don't know. Like, they're all so charming, you know? Like, last week, around the campfire, Gabbro just, like, didn't play his flute for, like, 20 seconds. And it's like, that's such a Gabbro move, you know? Like, 100%. That's just a Gabbro thing. And it's so charming. They're all just wonderful. Okay, well, that wasn't the worst. Now, if we can just do this, even if we take an extra cycle on Ash Twin, which I don't want to, but even if we do, as long as we don't fuck up the vessel, we should PB. Because last time I clipped out of the vessel, which is like one of the only tricks I know how to do in this run, because I'm just a pleb. But then I missed the floor trigger to just go to the observatory. So that meant I had to do like that whole thing again. So we'll see. It is true that if I miss, depending on how badly I miss the cycle at Ash Twin, it could just kind of eat up what we have, but I believe I don't, but thank you. Sometimes Ash Twin goes really well. Sometimes it's just nothing but panic and screaming as we whiz across the surface and hope that we're somewhere close to where we want to be. So, I mean, we'll see. The problem is really just, like, I don't understand how I get to the correct entrance of Dark Bramble. And I think it's just because I'm a baby, right? I think it's because I'm not as good at this as the obviously much better runners. So they're doing it fast enough that Dark Bramble's in a different place for them than it is for me. I never remember where... There it is. I never remember where this is going to come from. So yeah, I think their Dorngus Borongus is in a completely different place than mine, which means they're going in a different entrance, which is why they always get that lineup that I want, where the red dot's in the bottom right. Okay, what is happening? Okay, I see what's happening. I'm gonna... Okay. Yep. Sure. You know what? Sure. I can move faster in my suit than I can in my ship. Great. Okay. Yep, this is good, but we need to hurry. Okay. And we're here with just enough time. Fantastic. All right. Look behind me. Don't get caught in the washing machine. I kind of did almost. But it's fine. Okay. So far, so good. Let me out. Alright, now I gotta find the babe. Gotta find the ship. My sweet child. Here he is. Okay. So here's the sun, which means Donkus is over here. I'm not gonna hit the sun, right? I might hit the sun. Let me just do this manually. At least for a little bit. Okay, I think I'm fine. Nope, nope, nope. Don't run me into the outer rock either. Okay. Now we're good. What powers space travel? So this is like the hooky thing. I don't think I want the hooky thing. Because that's the one that I went into before. Wait. Is that the hooky thing? No. No. Maybe. Yes. No. Actually, I do think I wanted this one. Alright, well, as long as it's not very one specific one, we're just gonna live with this, actually. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's the bottom right! Oh, I was fast enough! I know how to do this! I'm gonna go a little bit faster. I'm not gonna feldspar it though, because there's a really specific way to get them to not eat you. But I know exactly where the node is. I'm pointed basically right at it. Don't make me eat my words, okay? Yeah, it's down here. All right. Woo! That's all I ever wanted, was just to be able to go in here and be like, yes, I know where the node is. I have my spacesuit on, right? I swear to God. Whoa. I'm gonna need you to chill for a second. Jeez. Ouch. In here. Okay, great. Great. No. Donk. Okay, cool. Now grab this. Over here. I still have to do the clip though, but whatever. I don't know. I'm really proud of how that went, regardless of how the rest of this goes. That felt like it was really good. For me, at least. Hey, whoa. Chill, Mr. Ball. I'm gonna ask you kindly to not do that. Let me get a little closer, I guess. Okay, it's... whoopsie. Nope. This is so hard on a controller, okay? Done it. Jeez. Alright. Now, at least, if anything happens, we're just gonna be here. Alright, now, I have to actually do this. Which is like a whole thing. Oh! Yes! Let me out! Yes! Okay, now, real quick. Okay. Yep. Gonna roll this a little bit. Okay. We got this. We can do this. Alright. Here we are. And I need to go. Is this correct? This feels like I'm a little low. Okay. Is this working? Is this working? I've corrected myself. Uh-huh. 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 Yes! Oh, yes! Hey, Viv, nice to see ya. How you doing? Thank you for the resub. Appreciate you. Okay, I can do it. I can do it. So the thing is, now I still have my scout. That never happens. Now I don't know how to make myself appear. You know what I mean? Like, I should have just asked a runner how to do that, because I know that there, like I said before, there's Sliminy Jiminy and all the other trees in here that you're supposed to know, like, which tree to stand by, which indicates to me that it's probably a specific place in here, which means me just spinning around in a circle isn't really gonna help. So I don't know, is my point. That's a trippy clip even for this game. I was so shocked that it was actually something that I could learn. You know what I mean? It wasn't as complicated as I thought it would be. Because the people who run this game are just so good at this. You know, like, they're looking at exactly how many, like, kilometers a second or whatever it's measured in, I don't remember. All of that they're looking at to, like, make sure that everything's, like, exactly correct. And I don't know how they manage that. See, like, I don't know how to find myself. Like, it's... Oh! Like, as long as I eventually do, it's fine, but I feel like there must be a faster way to do that. Hey, man. Where's my thingy? I don't have time to waste on nonsense, my friend. I wish I knew how to choink. But I'm not gonna try, because... I'm just gonna spend more time trying to do it and failing than just going to do this real quick. But this is so hard with the way I have this set up, because I have to, like, hit triangle and square at the same time. because I have it set up that way so that I can do that scout boosting thing for the clip. And yes, I am going to look for all of these, and that takes time. I don't know how to tell on my own where this is. I'm sure I could get better at it. Ow, that was a tree. Hi. Alright, I think that was everybody. Okay, he's doing it. Gabbro, I swear to God, play your flute. There's no way that this is gonna happen this fast. I mean, I think this is it. This was so much better than the time that I wanted. Like, unbelievably better. I wanted a 54 today, and ideally a 53. What is this? And we spent extra time on Ash Twin for the second to last split. Oh, that was so good! Assuming I did everything right, at least. Maybe I didn't, because I'm just a noob, but... whatever. So assuming that this is valid, I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. We can just kind of convert this into a fun run, then. Yeah, I'm still pretty sure. Let me just look real quick. I'm pretty sure the world record is like a 42 minutes or something. It's so fast. But I want to look at some of the other categories also. From what I remember, they were all things where it's like, there's something about this I really don't like, you know? Let me see. Not on PC, on console. World record is 41 minutes 35 seconds. Basically 10 minutes faster than me. Which is just wild. But I guess, technically, this is my time without loads removed. I need to manually retime it to remove the loads because I can't use the auto splitter. So technically, it's a little bit slower. It's not 41 minutes. It's probably like 48 minutes or something, maybe. But hey, I'm super happy with that. That's pretty dope, honestly. So cool. I'm glad we achieved that. See, I told you all I have to do is rant about something, and then it's a PB. I'm just guaranteed. Just make me rant about something. So let's see here. Who's streaming? Barry's streaming, as always. One just has to complain and it works. That's exactly right. Shen's streaming. What's Hypno doing? And how long has Hypno been streaming, as always? Streaming for 5 hours. Hypno is getting really close to the end of a run. I'm pretty sure he's gonna raid out after that. He's probably only got like 10 minutes left. What's Liz doing? Does anybody have friends who are streaming? I try not to just raid the same people over and over constantly, but sometimes those people are the ones that are live, and that's why we raid them. Has anybody heard of Caves of Quud? That's what Barry's playing. I know nothing about it. I think it's kind of not maybe a horror game, but kind of a Caves of Quud, like Q-U-D. Let me see. Caves of Quud. Quid. Science fantasy roguelike epic steeped in retrofuturism and swaths of sentient plants. Well, that's something. So we're gonna go over to Barry for I think the 3rd time in 3 streams. Because Barry is playing that game and I don't know what to think of it. So I guess let's find out together, huh? I promise we won't raid Barry every single time that we stream, but it just so happens to be that Barry is streaming at the perfect time and none of my other friends are streaming also, so... So say hi when you get over there. I'll be back on Thursday. We're gonna try Gree. At least I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, like gray, right? Gree. Never played it. Lots of people like it, apparently, so we'll have fun with it. But in the meantime, say hi to Barry when you get over there. Stay safe, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you on Thursday. Bye!